What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Speaking the Truth TV. This is your boy Charlie B, and today we're gonna talk about women and child support. So let's get right on into it, man. So recently here lately, man, I got a letter, I got summoned or whatever, and it's like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and the sheriff he's at the door. Who is it? Blah blah blah. And he's like, I got paperwork for such and such. So I'm looking and I'm like, what is this paper for? I do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. We're going to get something in the mail and, we'll kind of go from there. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Got my paperwork, kept on moving. So as I'm going through the paperwork and I'm looking at it, man, tell me why this woman then went up there and told them folks that she need more money because basically what I'm giving her, it ain't enough. First off, I'm a man, so I take care of my children. But my whole point about the situation is, you know, my daughter's about to be 13 years old now. And I ain't seen my daughter in years. Now here in the state where I'm from, in the state of Tennessee, it's gonna run you anywhere from 45 to 5,500 just to get a lawyer so you can go up here and get these people to mediate and do all this other old bull crap that they say that they gonna do for you. So, I kind of fell behind that curveball, but I still been doing the things that I've been needing to do. So as we continue to keep going back and forth to court, my whole point is, y'all keep bringing me in here. Y'all keep dragging me down to this place about more money, more money, more money, more money. But the moment that I bring up, well, she's holding my child away from me, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all look over it. Or, y'all try to implement these different things that I'm following by the book. But as a man, that's where the system falls short. Set they don't really care much about us. They just look at us like, you created kids, you need to do what you gotta do, get out there and get 3, 4 jobs. That's understandable of taking care of whatever responsibilities that you have. But at the same time, if I'm at work all the time or um I'm doing this or I'm doing that, how am I spending time with my child if I'm never around to be there with them? If I'm always stuck in a workplace, how does that benefit the child in any type of way? That's what I've been trying to figure out for years. And then another thing that I found out too is if you owe child support at the beginning of the year, if that balance is not paid, they add an extra tax onto it. Now, for me, it's how can you add tax onto something that you ain't even giving her no assistance on? Now I know that if a person gets families first or whatever it's called in your state or whatever, then you have to pay that money back. But if a woman is just getting plain child support, how can you add that 10% tax onto it? That's something that I never understood. It's a lot of fellas out here that didn't been with a female and she's like, hey John, the baby is yours. I ain't been with nobody else, yada yada yada. And come to find out that the baby ain't even yours. So now that you on the hook for this child and you finally get all of this evidence, you bring it up in court, you get the DNA test and all of that. In some places, they still hold you accountable. So you really have to be careful who you have children with, because these women out here these days, they'll sell you a dream out of a lemon. They would sell their soul just to make sure that they're taken care of. And I'm not saying that's all women, but at the same time, majority of women these days, this day and time, that's what they're really about. It's all about, who got the flyest clothes, the biggest purse, the nicest jewelry, who can go out every weekend, the best hairdo. You know, it's a never ending thing with that whole process. But to me, I just feel like, if y'all willing to go that extra mile and take a man's driver's license or take a man to jail or, do all of these different things to manipulate that man to do the things that he need to do, then why do you feel like a woman shouldn't be punished for lying on a man? She's swearing and swearing and swearing and swearing that it was this man's child, but as soon as they get mad, this ain't your baby, this is such and such baby, or this and that, and it's like hold them accountable. These women out here, they getting all this money from the state, they getting all this money for these kids, but at the same time, are they really spending that money on the children? Getting a new hairdo, new clothes, new shoes for you. That's not helping the children out. So when are we gonna be able to put a limitation and put a law on what a woman can buy with this child support money? You know what I'm saying? When can we get these laws where a man that has been wrongfully accused of being a child's father, when can he get his money back? Because y'all all for this child, this child, this child, this child. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, when you have women out here that's neglecting the system, they bucking the system to get everything that they want and everything that they need. Where are you gonna hold them accountable? When are you gonna tell them, look, enough is enough? When are you gonna go out there and make them get off their behinds and go do something with their life? It's a lot of men out there that we're good fathers, we good people, but just because the relationship didn't last, or you know some weird might have happened in some kind of way, now you feeling off, you feeling crazy, you just ain't with it no more. So why should you make the man pay for things that happen between y'all? If it's all about the child, then it should be all about the child. You shouldn't make it nothing bigger than what it is. But see, that's where a lot of people go wrong with the situation. It's a lot of people that I've talked to where fathers, they want to give up their rights, or they just don't want to deal with the headache no more because the woman is making it so hard for him to see the child or his children. Sometimes it's not even worth it in the long run. So to me, I just feel like, fellas, when we meet a woman, we need to take that extra time to really get to know them, really, see what they ambitious about. Because a lot of women out here, they good and slick with it. They can show you one thing, but at the end of the day, that's not how they really are. They putting on this big facade, like they this and they that, and they just the perfect woman, but really they trying to trap you. And once they trap you and you in that zone, you in that outer layer, I mean, there's nothing more you can do about it but go along for the ride. But I just want to know if it's anybody else out there that that done been through that same type of situation, or you know what I mean, might even be going through it now. Like I said, here on this channel, we here to vent. We here to come in as a big family and just kick it and try to get through the day. This ain't nothing where we just gonna be straight bashing women or straight bashing men. It's just all about life in general. It's all about how you treat one another and how you plan on making it through this world, because this is a tough time. But just thinking about it out loud, why don't men get the same respect as a woman? You say we the head of the household, right? But why do we get pushed back to the very back burner? Why do we get done wrong so bad? Why do you continue to hurt us and not validate our feelings at the end of the day? We are human. I understand if you've been through some things in your life and in your relationships in the past and you don't want to go through that again. But if you know you're not ready for a relationship, then why even be in one? Just keep it real with the person that you're talking to and that you're dating. Just tell them, hey, look, I think we might be moving too fast. I do like you, but I just feel, you know, a relationship right now is really not what I'm looking for. As long as you being honest and you giving a person a chance, you giving them an option, you giving them a straightforward opinion to be like, hey, this something I can handle, or no, this something I can't handle. At least you gave them the choice. You gave them that option to, either you stay or you leave. Point blank, period. So tell me, what are your thoughts? I'm just getting on here and venting and, just talking to the world. So, come come back through when your boy put out another video. And once again, this is your boy Charlie B, and we out.